Because motivation, that spark, that rush, that energy that gets you excited to start, it's a scam. A beautiful, seductive, short-lived scam. You don't lose in life because you're lazy. You lose because you keep waiting for motivation to save you. But motivation doesn't save people. Systems do. Environments do. 1. The biggest lie in self-improvement. We've all been sold the same dream. Find your passion, watch a motivational video, feel inspired, and then boom, everything changes. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Motivation doesn't last. It's not fuel. It's firework. Bright, loud, and gone in seconds. You've felt it before. That surge after watching someone's rise and grind montage. That moment when you swear this time, you'll stick to your plan. And then 3 days later, you're back to scrolling, procrastinating, and feeling like a failure. That's not because you're weak. It's because you were depending on a feeling that was never meant to stay. Motivation is emotion, and emotions are temporary. They rise, they fade, they change with the weather, with sleep, with stress. So, if your goals depend on motivation, you're building your life on sand. Doi. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. The people you admire, the ones who get things done, they don't have more motivation than you. They just learn to act without it. That's the real secret. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It just asks, what needs to be done? You don't need a spark. You need a structure. Motivation might get you started, but only discipline keeps you moving when it's raining, when you're tired, when nobody's clapping, when it doesn't feel worth it. Because real growth isn't cinematic. It's quiet. It's repetitive. It's showing up when you'd rather not. 3. The dopamine trap. Let's talk science for a second. Your brain loves dopamine, the chemical that makes you feel rewarded. And modern life is built to give you cheap dopamine everywhere. Social media, junk food, notifications, instant wins. That's why motivation feels addictive. It's just dopamine in disguise. You feel like you're growing, but you're really just chasing the feeling of progress, not the progress itself. It's why people plan instead of act. Why they buy gym memberships and never go. Why they make vision boards but don't build habits. Because motivation rewards intention, not execution. And if you're not careful, you'll spend your life inspired but never changed. 4. Emotion is a liar. Motivation is emotional, and emotions lie. They tell you, I'll start when I feel ready, but you'll never feel ready. They tell you, I'll go to the gym when I'm in the mood, but that mood never comes. They tell you, I'll work on my goals once I feel inspired again, but that inspiration keeps ghosting you. You can't rely on something that disappears every morning. So, stop asking for motivation. Start building a system that makes action unavoidable. 5. Make success automatic. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't feel motivated to do it. You just do it because your environment, your routine, your identity make it automatic. That's what you want with your goals. You want systems so smooth, so automatic, that discipline doesn't even feel like discipline anymore. Want to work out more? Lay your clothes out the night before. Put your gym bag in the car. Join a class where people expect you to show up. Want to eat healthier? Don't rely on willpower at the fridge. Rely on your grocery list. Want to focus better? Don't beg for motivation to study. Just make distraction impossible. Phone in another room, notifications off, timer on. Systems is greater than feelings. Every time. 6. You don't need willpower, you need design. People say, I just need more willpower. But that's not how the brain works. Willpower is like a muscle, it gets tired. If your environment constantly tempts you, you'll always lose. You don't beat temptation by being stronger. You beat it by being smarter. If you want to read more, leave your book on your pillow. If you want to eat better, don't keep junk food in the house. If you want to wake up early, put your alarm across the room. Your future is built by how you design your environment, not by how you feel when you wake up. Because the truth is, humans are lazy by nature. And that's okay as long as you design laziness to work for you, not against you. Make the bad choice hard and the good choice easy. That's not self-control. That's self-awareness. 7. The illusion of inspiration. You don't need another motivational speech. You don't need another 5 a.m. routine video. You need proof. Proof that doing the boring thing works. Because the boring stuff builds everything. Consistency compounds faster than motivation ever could. You'll never feel like starting, but the magic is, you don't need to. Once you start, momentum takes over. The first 5 minutes are the hardest. After that, the system carries you. And once you realize that motivation follows action, not the other way around, everything changes. 8. Accountability is stronger than motivation. There's something else nobody tells you. You can't rely only on yourself, not all the time. You need pressure. You need accountability. Because the truth is, you'll let yourself down way before you let others down. So use that. Tell a friend your goal. Post your progress. Join a community. Hire a coach. Set a deadline where failure is public. Shame and pride are both powerful tools if you point them in the right direction. You don't need to feel ready. You need to feel responsible. Accountability creates external motivation. And external motivation often lasts long enough for your internal motivation to catch up. 9. Structure beats inspiration. People say they want freedom, but what they really want is structure, the kind that sets them free. When your life has structure, you don't waste energy deciding every day what to do. The decision's already made, and that's where momentum comes from. Because every time you act, you prove to yourself, I can trust me. And that quiet self-trust is more powerful than any pep talk. Motivation says, I'll try. Structure says, I will. And that difference changes everything. 10. The myth of consistency. Everyone wants to be consistent, but consistency isn't about never failing. It's about never quitting when you do. You'll miss days. You'll fall off. You'll screw up. But consistency isn't perfection. It's returning faster every time you slip. Systems make that possible. They remove guilt and emotion from the process. You don't need to feel bad, just restart the sequence. The gym, the diet, the study session. All of it works because it's structured. When life gets chaotic, structure saves you. Motivation never will. 11. Emotion follows motion. You've probably heard the phrase, fake it till you make it. But the truth is simpler, move it till you feel it. Action creates emotion, not the other way around. You don't need to feel confident to act. You act, and confidence follows. You don't need to feel inspired to start writing. You start writing and inspiration wakes up halfway through. Motion creates momentum. And momentum is what motivation pretends to be. 12. Momentum is your real secret weapon. Momentum is quiet. It's not flashy, but it's unstoppable once it starts. It's doing the reps. It's showing up on bad days. It's pushing through boredom. It's not emotional, it's mechanical. And once you learn to build it, you never have to chase motivation again. Because momentum feeds itself. The more you move, the more you want to move. And suddenly, what felt hard starts to feel normal. That's how habits are born, not from hype, but from rhythm. 13. Identity is stronger than feeling. Here's the real trick. Stop chasing motivation and start building identity. Don't say, I want to be fit. Say, I'm the kind of person who doesn't skip workouts. Don't say, I should study. Say, I'm the type of person who learns something every day. Identity drives behavior. Because when your actions align with who you believe you are, you don't need motivation. You just need reminders. Motivation fades. Identity sticks. And that's the real secret no one talks about. 14. The invisible system. Let me tell you something powerful. Every successful person you admire, every athlete, artist, or entrepreneur, has one thing in common. A system that works even when they don't. Their environment forces results. Their routines protect progress. Their habits run on autopilot. That's why they win, not because they're motivated every day, but because their system doesn't require them to be. They've built an ecosystem around their goals. So even when motivation dies, movement continues. That's the difference between amateurs and professionals. Amateurs wait for motivation. Professionals build mechanisms. 15. Stop waiting. Start building. If you're waiting for motivation to start your project, to fix your health, to change your life, you'll be waiting for a long, long time. Motivation is the spark, but you don't build a fire with sparks. You build it with structure, with wood, with airflow, with design. Stop chasing the spark. Start designing the system. Make success inevitable, not emotional. 16. A simple formula. Let me give you something practical. 1. Make it easy to start. Reduce friction. Prepare your tools. Simplify your first step. 2. Make it hard to quit. Tell someone. Set a deadline. Put money or reputation on the line. 3. Reward small wins. Your brain loves progress. Celebrate consistency, not perfection. 4. Reflect weekly. Ask, did my system work, or does it need adjusting? That's it. That's the real motivation, a loop that feeds itself. 17. The silence between hype and habit. Most people live between two extremes, bursts of hype and waves of guilt. Excitement when they start, shame when they stop. But you don't need that roller coaster. You just need quiet, steady rhythm. That's what real success sounds like, not fireworks, but footsteps. Motivation is loud. Momentum is silent. And the silent ones are the ones who win. 18. Final truth. So here's the truth about motivation nobody tells you. It's not coming. Not today. Not tomorrow. And that's okay because you don't need it. What you need is movement. You need friction. You need structure. You need to make the hard things easier and the easy things harder. Because once your system runs, you win, no matter how you feel. Motivation fades. Discipline stays. Systems last. Momentum grows. So stop chasing motivation. It's a ghost. Stop waiting for the spark. Start building the engine. Because the truth is, you don't need motivation to change your life. You just need motion. And once you move, the rest follows. Stop chasing motivation. Build momentum.